Hello, I'm Krister T-Rex Moore.
I'm Jordan.
I am the only kid.
And we're in Atlantica playing Kingdom Hearts 1. Wednesdays at 1.
Ish.
So,
Ish.
Wish, yes.
We try.
And, you know what, we're done bagging on Kingdom Hearts for this, Kingdom Hearts 3. We're not done
That
making
we
fun of
know
Kingdom
of.
Hearts 1.
That we know of.
That we know of. Well, this is one episode. I think we make it through like 15, 20 minutes without, you know.
We'll see.
Jordan, I feel like I've asked you this. What's your favorite world in this game, Kingdom Hearts 1?
In this game?
Yes.
Just because it's one of my favorite movies, Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right. So, you were one of those kids in high school, right?
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about when I say one of those kids. Favorite movies, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas. Wears all black, occasionally the trip pants and, you know, stuff like that. No? Okay. Just us.
I
That's
have
fine.
no idea what he's talking about.
I mean, there was definitely a point where I wore all black, but it was because, like, my family would just buy me clothes, and they're like, hey, I got this shirt for you. And I'm like, it's a black shirt. What?
Like,
Can I get something else?
Like, I wore trip pants and stuff in high school, but I never claimed to like Nightmare Before Christmas.
But, you know, a lot of the people we hung out with were very, very happy with that movie.
Sure.
Smooth saying no, that was me.
Maybe just you.
Actually, until and I say
Not a big Tim Burton fan.
I say fairly recently. This was like past 2 or 3 years ago. I have never seen like the entirety of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I still haven't.
And the only reason I saw all of it was because, you know, I was dating someone that was her favorite movie. I almost said his favorite movie. That would have been awkward.
Would it have been awkward
A
though?
little bit, because that was definitely not a man. But, you know, our bromance is still strong, Daniel.
That's good to know.
It's been years since we've had the chance to see each other and hang out, but you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, I'm happy we do this again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the good old days.
Back when we were young.
I'm still young.
I'm not. Again, I'm not. I don't think the videos have caught it at all. But every week, when we're done, I get up and it's like, man, my back is killing me. This futon is not that comfortable. But yeah, so this world,
It's
Not
kind
great.
of dumb, has no chill, and plays this fucking music. In before Disney copyright strike.
So yeah, that was the thing. I was actually having considered. Is there a way to just turn off music in this, or can you? Because obviously, I still want to hear like all the sound effects and stuff. But is that a thing you can do? Is just turn off the music? Nope. Okay, that's fine.
No, because why would they put out a game that you can stream without music copyright littered all over it?
Because one of the Pokemon episodes got dinged by Nintendo. And
Was it the episode where you were actually just remarking on how awesome the soundtrack was?
It might have
Goofy, can you fucking move?
It may have been the episode where I was talking about the soundtrack, but we were in Diglett's Tunnel, and like through our second run through there, not the first, the second, because it didn't get flagged the first time. But it's like, oh yeah, this 30 seconds has been copyrighted by Nintendo. Shoutouts to the Diglett Tunnel music. Doing Let's Plays.
Didn't that use the same music as Viridian Forest?
No, I don't think so. I'd have to double check. While I really enjoy the music, I don't actively listen to it a lot. Because I'm...
Donald, how? There were 3 enemies. Donald, you're fired.
Let's talk about how consistently good Donald is throughout the whole series.
Okay, so that's honestly something in Kingdom Hearts 3. Although still not super useful, Donald at least seems like he's slightly more helpful than in 1 and 2 for me. For me.
Listen,
What?
dude,
No.
in San Francisco, when you get Baymax, and he actually heals you, I was like, man, that was really useful.
Yeah, Baymax actually does something.
Man, it's really nice to have a healer in the party.
I set Donald to have only his cure magic. I took all his other magic away, and then I set him to use it like crazy, and he still wouldn't cast cure. Still wouldn't cast cure on me. It's like, come on.
Okay, so
Maybe it's an Xbox problem.
I'm pretty sure the game's the same on both systems, just with different buttons, man.
I was gonna say he heals me quite a bit.
I don't know.
He's on default still.
I don't know. That is one thing that Kingdom Hearts 3 did that I did enjoy. It just added them, like, the people to your party. You didn't have to take someone
Yeah,
out.
you didn't have
Yeah.
to take someone out.
I like that.
And you had a 5-person party.
Because I thought it was dumb, and like I thought it was kind of dumb in 1 and 2 when it's like, hey, do you want them in your party? No, and then they're there at every cutscene anyways.
Yeah. Well, even, like,
I mean, that's just a JRPG thing.
we were talking about it last week with Aladdin too. Like, it wasn't necessary for like story progression or anything like that, but like, there were plenty of treasure chests that you could only get through with having Aladdin in your party. So you have to make the trade-off when you run through there. It's like, all right, do I want the treasure chest? Do I want the Trinities? Or do I want to have to backtrack and get lost for an hour because somebody won't walk to the end of a
walk
hallway?
through the hallway.
You know?
But yeah, well, it was nice having them in your party. They didn't do anything. Like, it would have been cool for them to just be in your party and then have.
I don't know what you're talking about. That one dude healed me a lot.
That's true. And then in Tangled, you need her for exploration.
Yo, you know what?
But-
See, you said we wouldn't be making fun of Kingdom Hearts 3. How does Rapunzel not carry around a frying pan and use it in combat?
Doesn't Flynn have a frying pan?
That was Rapunzel's thing.
I know.
Why isn't she carrying around a frying pan?
Also,
That made no sense. That was one of my first gripes, because that's one of the first worlds. I'm like, hold on, they got Rapunzel's combat all wrong already. This game is bad.
the other thing is, you know, it's a little upsetting, specifically for that world. Like, I don't care about them that much, but once you beat that world, like, Flynn and what's her face don't really join your party anymore. Like, they're just
There.
yeah. Like, again, I don't need them. It was just, you know, nice because it was fun to go to San Francisco and just run around with Baymax for a little bit. And they
San
tried to
Francisco
do.
was a good level, just really dumb point A to B crap. But like just moving around that stage was fun.
Yeah, because it had that verticality to
Yeah,
it.
it had a lot. It was one of the best designed.
It's a shame you didn't have
sandboxes.
glide at
It was
that point.
Yeah, you should have had glide. Like there was a temporary version of glide I noticed by accident. Like you can glide for just like 3 seconds,
Oh,
but it made no sense.
like where you jump up and hit X. Yeah, and I mean you can do it as long as you're in the air, but glide would have been much
But
better.
yeah, having actual glide
So-
would have been better.
Did you use the flow motion stuff at all that entire game?
No, I just pressed X and occasionally triangle.
What about the focus stuff?
That I would use against certain bosses, just for extra damage.
Because I didn't use it. The only time I used it was when, you know, you had to get from point A to point B and do like,
Yeah, and you had to
the air
warp.
step.
Yeah.
And I
Which,
feel,
by the way, was a very horrible implementation of an air step.
yeah, because
It was very crappy.
you still controlled it with the left joystick.
Yep.
So I'd be running forward.
Yeah, you were trying to run, and then you just
Yeah.
every time.
But you know, like, so I'll be honest. I played through Kingdom Hats. Kingdom Hats. You know, you get the Sora hat and the Goofy hat. It's a good hat. Sometimes you get the Donald hat. It's
All right, get on
kind
with
of pointy. But throughout the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, I don't use a lot of the stuff in the game.
Yeah.
I rarely use the magic. I rarely use the summons. Hell, I rarely use the items. But there was a lot of stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3 that was just completely unutilized. And what was the point of that? The
I don't know.
dolphin. But, you know, use magic on the big ones. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
And if this were Kingdom Hearts 3, we'd be getting like a 5-minute cutscene of a song being sung.
yay! And then Ariel talking over herself the whole time. I want to be where the people are. So this is where I keep all my things. Hey, look at that. You can move again. So, that is one thing that I liked and disliked in Kingdom Hearts 3. They did a lot more of the voice acting. And, you know, some of the characters felt like, you know, well, you played through their story, so of course they mattered in their story a lot more. but it just wasn't as much text and it wasn't as jarring. But at the same time, I feel like that's one of the reasons some of the cutscenes went on forever, is just all the voice acting and stuff like that. And don't forget, this looks like a good place to find some ingredients.
Yes. Why did they feel the need?
I don't know. Like, it would have been cool if it, like, one, if it mattered.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like,
I never went back to the bistro.
yeah, like, so I had, well, you know, a decent amount of ingredients because, you know, every time they said something, I was like, oh, this might be something that, you know, actually matters. If it get, like, I read the stuff for the recipes, and I don't remember it doing, like, anything significant that I would care about. It's like, oh, you get bonus HP or bonus MP, and I was like, well, since the only spell I cast, I can cast as long as I have any MP, and it consumes all of it regardless, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I guess extra HP would be nice, but it only lasts for like a minute, and the only time I would need
it's time limited too? Fuck that.
I can't remember, but you couldn't like stack bonuses, and obviously I didn't make all the foods and stuff, but you know, if one for like bonus XP or like, or if they were like permanent bonuses or stuff like that, it would have been cool.
And I've got the heartless on my side. Triton, my old friend.
So,
Days
this is like one of the few like actually terrifying villains in Disney. Not because of anything she does, but just because of how she looks.
No, where's the dolphin?
I don't know. But the Triton. Can you get on it in the middle of combat? No.
No.
Okay. So you were reading what was going on. Where are we supposed to go, Jordan? Is it somewhere we've already been?
I'm supposed to grab onto the dolphin, and it's supposed to take me upstream.
Look.
Donald just healed you twice.
He
he
cast
gave you arrow.
Yeah. And
But he
now-
healed me.
Must be nice.
Must be the end of the world.
Well, Donald's out of magic, so.
With his dying breath. That is one thing that, you know, I did like about Kingdom Hearts 3. That your mana just recharged. I feel like they did that in 2 as well. But
Oh, does this one just go in a circle?
Looks like it.
Where's
10 out of 10.
Where's the dolphin that I'm? One of the dolphins is supposed to take you
Oh,
up
Donald's
a current.
dead.
Donald's retarded.
also, Smooth was saying if you use magic on the big ones, they don't split apart. But I don't know. Oh, okay, I see what he's saying right there.
But then I get more experience.
Okay, well, that's what he was saying. Unless you want more experience. then-
That's the whole reason I'm
That's the
doing
whole
this
reason
world.
he's here, not level grinding elsewhere. Remember?
It's true. Oh dear. We're what, level 30 now?
Yep.
And there's still, you know, a whole lot of game left in this. Daniel, what level were you when you beat Kingdom Hearts?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't, because I never level grinded. I just played through. I didn't even play through in the proper like battle difficulty order thing. I just played with whatever I wanted to play at the time, and I never found it difficult.
I feel like I was around level 40.
When you beat the game,
Maybe like level 45. But yeah, when I beat the game.
What did you choose for your at the beginning of the game?
I don't even remember.
I chose balance.
I think I chose strength. Because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to use any magic. And then, so, you know, you were saying that magic doesn't actually matter. Because, like, who cares about fire and water
Yeah.
and
See,
all that.
had I known how dumb magic was in Kingdom Hearts 3, I would have chose strength because I didn't use magic
the
at
other
all.
thing is, I think there are some Keyblades that are quote-unquote magic Keyblades.
Yeah, they up
that-
your
that-
magic stat more than
Well,
your strength, and they use
They count
their
as magic
transformations.
attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I kind of wish I had went for balance for that, because one of my favorite Keyblades was the one where, like, you dash around and you get, like, little light clones and then you just fire. Like, that was one of the Keyblades I really liked. The transformations in Kingdom Hearts 3 were, like, really interesting.
They were interesting, but guess what? I still couldn't fucking dual wield Keyblades.
Yeah. And it was frustrating, because I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2 did it very well with the drive forms. Like, it was something you had to manage. Whereas in this one, there's no reason not to do it. And it kind of almost forces you to do it every
And there was
time.
no risk reward to it either.
Yeah.
Because in Kingdom Hearts 2, if you spammed it too much, you get stuck in anti-form. But in this one, anti-form is something you just do on your own.
it's arguably something you want sometimes.
Yeah, because sometimes it's actually beneficial.
Yeah, because it pops up. So like, oh, you have no.
Oh,
no
yeah,
mana,
'cause it
no
automatically
HP,
heals you.
And it heals you. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is fine. And then it deals a ton of damage.
Yeah.
And then like your combos just flow into each other like almost endlessly. So I mean, Rage Form wasn't bad. And I was looking, I was like, there's got to be some drawback to it because I remember like not wanting to do it because you turn into like a Heartless. And
Yeah, because in Kingdom Hearts 2, you dealt, your hits were fast, but they were weak,
Yeah.
and you couldn't, and the healing orbs didn't heal you, if I recall correctly.
I don't remember that, but yeah. And like again, the only time I ever saw the range form was in boss battles, but I didn't want to use it because
And you were stuck in it. You couldn't revert from it
Yeah.
once you had it in Kingdom Hearts 2, but the drive orbs would reduce the gauge faster. But like, it was something you genuinely didn't want. And the reason you didn't want it is because 9 times out of 10, the only reason you got it was because you were trying to get into a better form.
Yeah.
And then that was your punishment for being greedy with transformations. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, it's just like, yeah, just use this. Oh, you already transformed? Well, do this anyway. There's no drawback. Other than
Literally
you can't
none.
heal yourself.
and
But
like,
it heals you when you go into it.
yeah, and then you just let it time out, and you're like, okay, this is fine. Because it's just another heal, unless you're at the final boss, and he's like, hey, guess
Yeah,
what?
and then he starts the fight that way, and you can't get out of it. And you're stuck in it the whole fight. You can't heal, and it's fucking dumb.
Yeah. I feel like there was just so much padding on so much of the boss battles. Not even just HP wise, just you know happening. Like I remember during the tornado fight in Hercules.
I would just like to remind the audience that he thought we were going to make one episode without ranting about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Listen, it's still fresh, okay? But like I remember because the tornado guy, he would just fling you across the thing. And I was like, all right, well, now I have to fly back to him. I guess I could use the air
Oh,
step.
yeah, in the beginning of the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Like, you can use the air step, but it doesn't get you that much closer to him. And then by the time I got there, it's like, okay, I hit him a couple times, and then he just does it again. I was like,
Yeah.
that was the first time I was like, I'm actually really bored right now. This isn't hard. This isn't interesting.
Tedious.
Just tedious, yeah.
And that's most of the bosses in the game, sadly. Just tedious.
Like,
I can't stop raving about that wolf boss. So that boss was
Yeah, that
amazing.
one was great. I really enjoyed that. It looks so cool.
It looked cool. The music was amazing in that fight. Just everything about that fight was good.
Hey, something got second win. I think it was Donald. Definitely the one that needs it the most.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat. Smooth was making fun of Jordan.
For what?
He says, Jordan, you just suck. How come you feel like you need to grind for levels to beat an RPG? You know,
Because I'm bad at Kingdom Hearts.
if it was Kingdom Hearts 3, I would agree. It's like, nah, just run through it, man. Nothing
Yeah,
matters.
just run through it.
But no,
What's the difficulty?
I remember what it's like getting bought by Maleficent for hours on end.
What
Or
difficulty is he playing?
Riku
He's on
Kratos.
normal here, so.
Oh, you should be fine.
Also, I mean, you're already higher level than your other one, and as long as you, like, I feel like you don't have to actively grind in Kingdom Hearts as long as you're not running from every combat. But you know, it's still okay to run from combats every now and then. And also, if you like keep up with your equipment and stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. You're probably over leveled with how much you fucking ran in circles in Aladdin's level.
And not to mention Monstro earlier too, so there's that. So what's happening is Jordan doesn't want to go home and grind for an hour or two, so he's just making us sit here and rant while he's doing it. That's what his secret plan is.
It doesn't bother me any, truly. It's just still better. It's more entertaining than Kingdom Hearts 3. So.
He's pretending to be lost, so he doesn't have to sit there by himself. He just likes to listen to our beautiful voices yelling about games.
We're serenading him. It is an experience.
So, me and Jordan kept saying after we do Kingdom Hearts 1, we can do the Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts 3 and then go back and catch
Or
2
you
later.
could just do 2.
I'm actually kind of leaning towards that. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
especially since Jordan hasn't beaten the game yet.
Maybe I would say 2, and I mean, don't get me wrong. If he wants to play 3, I'll sit in on it. I'm gonna rag on it a lot.
I mean, that's fine. We've been doing a lot of ragging on this
But
anyway.
the reason I say hold off, I mean, it might be better off not to do it because, like, let's be honest, there will be a Final Mix DLC. And it might be better to wait for it.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, like, we weren't there at the very beginning to capitalize on the trends. Like, right now, the reviews and everything and, like, people bashing on it are getting a lot more views, whereas if we had started, like, on release day, we probably would have gotten a lot more views. But, like, coming back to it in a couple months, or when a new DLC or 3.5 or 3.9 or whatever comes out, I heard the heal sound, and I was like, did he just heal the shark? I was like, Goofy. Not Goofy, Donald, you bastard.
We out of there.
Yeah. Oh boy, this game. Also, we've been going for about 20-ish minutes.
These episodes are getting long.
Yeah, especially because when we get caught up and stuff. But I've been Christopher Jacksmore.
I'm Jordan.
I'm the only kid.
You've been watching Green Team Plays Kingdom Hearts 1. I had to remember what we were playing. Here on twitch.tv/TypeHouseGames. You can catch us Wednesdays at 1, or you can catch up on YouTube, Type of House Plays, to hit anything you've missed, including our other Let's Plays, XCOM, which hasn't been uploaded at all because somebody's really bad at their job, and our Pokemon Nuzlocke stuff, which may have missed an upload this week, but that's fine. Bye, everybody.